Friday! I made it. I'm here. I've been at work for a whole 90 minutes today. Woohoo! And I wanted to make sure that I lived up to my statement yesterday that I would be back here today ready to celebrate the week with everybody. Oh my goodness, the week that has been. My health took a bit of a deterioration again today. I haven't felt wonderful. I've been doing things in amongst doing other things, but I really haven't been on my game. But that's okay. We're allowed to have off weeks, and we're allowed to have weeks where we don't feel as great as we have on other weeks. That being said, it's been a really interesting day for me today to look at the stories I tell myself. And I think this is what I want to celebrate. Well, it's not what I want to think what I want to celebrate. It is what we're celebrating this week. Kylie Worry helped me see this today, that we have really interesting stories that we tell ourselves when we're feeling less than, feeling not so great about things. Hello, lovely Nicole. That we interpret what we're hearing or reading or assuming from others through this haze, through the lens of the stories that we tell ourselves. So feeling unwell this week, I interpreted that I was being punished because I obviously hadn't worked hard enough, eaten the right things, exercised right, slept well enough, managed something. It was very, very performance orientated, very, very performance driven, which is probably what helps contribute to this inflammatory response that I get anyway. So the story I've been telling myself all week is that if I just worked harder, if I just learned how to do things differently, if I just did more, if I just did this one thing, if I just achieved, if I just worked hard and achieved more and worked hard and achieved more, then things would be better. What a load of hogwash and garbage. Just letting you know. But I had to hear that through lots of other things this week. So I have been on this performance journey where I have been cramming things into the small amount of time that I've had available when I felt well enough to work, which of course trips me over. That's really poor pacing of energy. So it trips me over into a boom bust cycle where I fall apart and can't get up again because I'm not actually managing my energy reserves and my health in a way that's useful. Now, I've been productive this afternoon, and that's great. I have done the right things at the right time, which is fantastic. But I just think it's incredibly interesting that the stories we tell ourselves often form the fears that we have about things we won't get done. To give you another example, so the awesome Kylie actually shared this one with me. We've had a referral come into the business, and the customer specifically asked for her. Why not? She's friggin' awesome. So I just messaged her and said, hey, this referral. So we did a bit of back and forth. Now, when my hands get really sore, which would happen on a week like this, I do a lot of voice activate. I do a lot of dictation. So instead of getting longer emails from me with information in it, people will get a voice recording. So my coaching clients, my rehab clients, pretty much anybody in my world will get some sort of voice recording from me because it stops the pain in my hands that happens when I type. So Kylie's story was, oh my God, how difficult, complicated, and much work is going to be needed with working with this client if Joe has to send me a voice recording. Her story. My story was, oh, thank God, Kylie understands what it's like. She won't mind receiving a voice recording because my hands hurt. So it was fantastic for us to actually get to that point and understand the stories we were telling ourselves and telling each other and the assumptions we were making, because it was going to make us miserable if we didn't do that. So my challenge for us all this week is to look at these stories we are telling ourselves. Are you telling yourself the story that you're too busy? You're not good enough. You're not valuable. No one will want to work with you. Are you telling yourself the story that you're unlovable, that everybody's going to leave you, that nobody is around to help you? These come when we're feeling vulnerable and when we're feeling not on top of ourselves. That is when we are more at risk of these thoughts coming into our head and these thoughts framing our behavior. So we start to respond in a way that helps people go, oh, she needs to be rejected. She needs to be abandoned. She's certainly not good enough. So we've actually got something we can do about that. So all I want us to do is become increasingly aware of the stories we are telling ourselves and have a bit of a laugh with them, because they're unhelpful. And when you have somebody give you some perspective and help you see what the stories are, you kind of go, oh, that's not great. I am going to give a special shout out to Amy Parks, who helped me reframe this whole feeling punished. That's why I'm feeling unwell this week, is I'm being punished for not working hard enough. I know this, I have said this before, but she just sent me a message, made it public, and said, Jo, you need to reframe that, because what's going on is your body is giving you messages about how you need to look after it. Duh. But I so appreciated having that statement said to me this week so that I could get over this story that I'm telling myself. Goodness me. So in celebration of this week, I have learned that my communication style, my communication skills, the way I communicate with myself and with others isn't always as awesome as I think it is. Ha ha ha. This is fairly vulnerable, being out there with this 8-week challenge, which means I have 6 weeks left until I go to Europe. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's pretty exciting. And I am going to work very hard at not freaking out with all of the things and stuff that I feel need to be perfect before I'm allowed to take a holiday. Next week, I will be coming to you from Melbourne, where it will be cold and wet because it's Melbourne. It could also be beautiful because it's Melbourne. It might snow because it's Melbourne. And I won't be driving because they have crazy hook turns in Melbourne. Don't do that. Anyway, I'm going to be in Melbourne for 4 days next week. My husband is doing a training course, and I just thought I'd go to Melbourne to work. And we're going to celebrate Purple Co's 10th anniversary with our Melbourne people, which is going to be wonderful. And the fabulous Nicola Maras is coming into Melbourne from Mildura to celebrate with me and help me share the love and eat cake and drink champagne. So that is what we're looking forward to doing next week. So I look forward to sharing with you some of the sights of Melbourne, crazy trams and all the traffic, but it'll be fun to be able to share that with you. So this weekend, I need to pack and get myself organized for the week, making sure that I am reflecting and being aware of the crazy self-talk I've got going on. And what am I going to do? I'm going to go and be my awesome self. So until next week, I look forward to talking to you then.